Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we will explore the journey of Elon Musk. As most would be aware, Elon Musk is the founder of Spacex and Tesla. So let's take a closer look into the journey that has made Elon the phenom that he is, while also revealing some of the challenges that he has faced. I also had the pleasure of working with my 6-year-old daughter in this video project, so I hope you enjoy it. Elon was born in South Africa, and in school, while he was not top of the class, he was known to mix chemicals to launch homemade rockets as a hobby. In addition, he also self-taught computer programming language, demonstrating an affinity to all things coding. In addition, Elon always yearned for the American dream, so he decided to take an indirect route by setting off to Canada at the earliest opportunity. In fact, he had not made much plans and cold called a second cousin to find a place to stay when he reached Canada. To survive, he worked in timber factories and also worked as a cleaner in a boiler room, doing what he had to do just to survive. Later on, Elon was attracted to Silicon Valley during the dot-com era, where he found many like-minded souls. Elon and his brother rented an apartment, furnished it with a few basics such as tables and mattresses. This is also where they started the company Zip2, which was really akin to an online version of a business directory. Now during that time, most people were still focused on hard copies of business and phone directories. Zip2 eventually sold for a good sum, earning Elon $25 million. Elon then started looking for the next new venture, and he started X.com, which he envisioned would become the first fully fledged online bank. Again, this broke the mold of traditional banking. Unsurprisingly, despite his limited experience in the banking sector, Elon's company proved to be a success before merging with PayPal. Later on, PayPal was bought by eBay, and Elon pocketed a hefty $250 million. Now, most mortals would have been happy with such a windfall and relaxed, but not Elon. He had two burning desires. One, to create a sustainable future for mankind on Earth. Two, to pursue intergalactic multi-planetary living. With these dreams in mind, he created the companies Tesla, which focused on fully electric powered cars, and Spacex, to explore cheaper space travel. We first explore the trials and tribulations of Tesla. Remember, Elon was up against the traditional big guns of the automotive industry and the oil and gas companies. They were keen to keep a lid on electric cars, as the success in such a venture would shake up the profits and margins of these traditional businesses. Undeterred, Elon went for it. He pushed the limits and engaged the best brains, revamping the way cars were manufactured, and the company went through a phase of constant experimentation. At one point, the company was close to bankruptcy, but it managed to survive when investors jumped in. Finally, Tesla also received a major financial boost by going public. Ultimately, Tesla is now starting to produce a steady stream of vehicles, and there are many highways in America with solar-powered car recharging stations, a testament to Elon's dedication to sustainable energy. Finally, we explore the world of SpaceX. This truly was the ultimate David versus Goliath battle. To set the scene, the space race has long been dominated by countries such as America, Russia, and to a certain extent China. In America, space technology is fiercely guarded and monopolized by the US military industrial complex, involving companies such as Boeing and NASA. Elon publicly made known his challenge to these traditional space players, that he was going to build spacecrafts that were cheaper to launch, and ultimately he would take humans to explore Mars. Initially, Elon tried buying some used rockets from Russia, but he was knocked back due to differences and disagreements in price. On the plane journey home, his partners were drowning their disappointment with a few quiet ones. But Elon actually spent the whole journey back listing the exact breakdown of costs to build all the required components for a rocket from scratch. Much to the amazement of his partners, yes, he had actually spent months exploring books on spacecraft building prior to the trip, and he was not taking no for an answer. Among the other challenges, SpaceX would also struggle to access launch pads for testing in America. So Elon brainstormed and decided to do some testing in Kwaj of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, a tiny tropical island with limited infrastructure. Undeterred, Elon and his crew set up tents, pulled wiring, and set up bunks to live, and subsequently carry out testing and designing. It seemed that nothing would stop Elon. After 3 failed launches of the spacecraft, the 4th attempt was successful, overcoming various engineering and technical issues along the way. In fact, today SpaceX is the first private company to successfully send 2 astronauts to the International Space Station, a truly remarkable feat. When exploring the contents of this book, it would be unjust to skim over some of the personality clashes and perhaps egoistical mannerisms of Elon. The book reveals how Elon was perhaps in many ways too harsh on his expectations on his employees. This led to much resentment and many leaving him. In addition, Tesla's early years was plagued with missing delivery deadlines. While Elon's private life cannot be hailed as ideal, with divorces and limited time with his children, nonetheless, I do believe that the book shares with us how a man's clear vision and unrelenting pursuit of the impossible is really the key to success. We have yet to see the end of Elon's journey, and I'm sure it will be an interesting adventure. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and may your creativity and passion open your mind